Good to go.
Welcome to another fun-filled episode of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name is Amin Al-Hassan. That over there is Trayvon Edwards. And that over there is John Gervais. Got a hell of a show for you guys today. I'm coming to you live from Puerto Rico. Feeling good after yesterday's victory from Georgia Tech over Miami. We'll get to that in a second, as well as this bottle of bub I got right here. We're also going to be talking about, let me pull up the notes. Trey's got an apology to make. We remember Quincy Jones, the life of the legend. And, of course, we got to talk about the orange man who once jump-shotted paper towels to hurricane victims. Getting elected again. But before we do that, first of all, patreon.com/countthethings. Make sure you're locked in there, getting all the extra content, including the watch-alongs, the re-Washingtons for Cinephobe, the Cinephobe special edition episodes, the Discord, and so much more. Patreon.com/countthethings. Make sure you're locked in over there. All right, we'll get started real quick with this before we get to the other stuff. So Trey had mentioned that he was coaching in the Nigeria versus Ghana kind of charity game that they do every year in New York, affectionately known as the Jollof Cup, because Nigerians claim Jollof is theirs, Ghanaians claim it's theirs, and they claim that theirs is better than the other guys. And so this is the big conflict. And Jerv mentioned, like, he tried Jollof and he said, it's all right. It's kind of mid, not what he expected. And I said to him, because it's not supposed to be like a main event. It's like, I'll tell you exactly what it's like, Jerv. It's like mac and cheese. People get competitive about who got the best mac and cheese. But
it's true.
You don't eat, like, mac and cheese is not the meal, bro.
You eat mac and cheese by yourself?
You mean like
as a dish?
So not on the first go round, but like on like the leftover flow. When I'm trying to get something to eat, I will just go get mac and cheese.
No, but we're not talking about that. No.
But
We're not
mac
talking
and cheese
about
is its own star, though.
Hey, it's not. Here's the thing.
Supporting cast.
Jerv.
Yeah.
There is a place in Arizona, where it is served as an entree, which is very odd, but I understand the appeal. But mac and cheese is a side. It is never supposed to be a thing where you're just eating mac and cheese. Like, I'm craving. That's some pregnant shit where I'm like, I'm craving macaroni and cheese only.
Jerv, nobody's ever said, guess what we're having for dinner tonight? Mac and cheese. Like, that's not how that works.
I like it, mac and cheese, bro, but
I like it. I'm just saying.
It's on those big days. See, mac and cheese doesn't just come out on fucking these local tours that y'all are having on a Tuesday night, when you have something in like some regular mac and cheese. But when it's Coachella, when it's the Super Bowl, mac and cheese is definitely a headliner. It may not be the first part. It may put it like this. If this was the Roots picnic, mac and cheese would definitely be one of like the big like headline like names on the flyer. Hell yeah! What?
Man, that's like the second line. The first line is the biggest.
Mac and cheese can never compete with no steak and no chicken or no fish. Like, what are we doing, Jerv?
But that's what I'm saying. Hear me out. That's why I specified not on your little Tuesdays when you go out and you get your steak. I'm talking about the big days.
You got to create a scenario for it to work.
Is the flyer on the flyer? It's not. No, it's
Thanksgiving mac and cheese is 1,000%, and that's Coachella. Mac and cheese is 1,000% a big name on Thanksgiving. No. Hell yeah! Who's making the mac and cheese?
It's the second line, bro. It's the second line. Headliner is a turkey. Then you got
man. What did he say? Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. I'm not gonna fuck about that turkey, dog. Like, what? That turkey is fucking. That shit's played out.
Nah, bro. Yo, that's. A bad turkey is bad turkey, bro. Like, you can't if the turkey's bad, you can't save the meal.
I really love the comments right now. It's like mac and cheese is the headliner on a bad team like Jimmy Butler.
That's pretty good.
Yo,
That's pretty good.
but it's true, Jerv. Like the fact that you had to create scenarios to make mac and cheese feel like it's important is crazy. I love mac and cheese, but we're not about to be like, yo, I'm just pulling up for the mac and cheese. Like it's very rare that you're in a case like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's the same thing as like obviously Jollof Raj is like the topic, and it is like made differently. I think the reason why it is a headline of this game is because you get to put your own unique style on it. You get what I'm saying? It's like, oh yeah, this is the Ghanaian, this is Senegalese. You know what I mean? Like, however, Nigerian, how you know what I mean? Like all the different tribes in that thing, where you can look at it and be like, yo, this is how it was. So
this is what I would say. The only reason why it's a big deal is because of the contention between the two sides of whose is it. It's kind of like Israelis think that they came up with hummus, but like
I love
Arabs
hummus.
are like, no, that's our shit. Same thing with falafel. Like there's foods from certain regions where it's like different countries in those places do it, and then they're like, no, that's our shit. What are you talking about? That's why. But again, like mac and cheese, it's not like the end all be all, man. Ain't nobody trying to. Nobody. I've never look. This is what I was gonna say earlier. Bad turkey ruins the meal. Bad mac and cheese. All right, nigga, I'll just get some more something else. It's avoidable, and that's how you know. That's how you know the team can win with mac and cheese having a bad game. The team cannot win if the turkey has a bad game.
Man, listen, I don't know about y'all, but if I don't want to be at the house where on Thanksgiving or something the mac and cheese is bad, that's not a cool dinner table to be at. I'll tell you that much, Jack. But if that turkey's dry, it's cool. Like niggas ain't true. Look, somebody might have made a ham. There's all types of different. The turkey might not even be invited to the fucking event. Like what?
What are you talking about, man?
So
niggas always have turkey.
Yes.
For
Everybody
Thanksgiving?
Yeah, I have ham sometimes.
My nigga, you Caribbean though, bro. You gonna have a seafood shit, right? Y'all do seafood, right?
Oxtail might be the nah, we don't really do. I mean, we do seafood, but like oxtail, like generally oxtail or something like that is the main.
But in American households, turkey is king, bro. They don't do macaroni handouts. They don't do.
I'm saying, yeah, exactly. So Trey, Jerv just proved the point.
Macaroni handouts is crazy.
Yeah, Nino Brown is not handing out.
He's not passing out fucking pre-made fucking macaroni to put in the oven for 500.
You pretty much told on yourself. You said, "Oh, we have ham." All right, that's right. You have a meat. Pause. That is the center. You do not have your family's not coming out with a platter of mac and cheese like Happy Thanksgiving. Nobody's doing that. It is a side, like it is a role player, man. It could be an elevated role player.
Can it be Scottie Pippen? I'll agree. Can it be Scottie Pippen?
No, it's like Robert Horry or like Derek Fisher.
No, it's a BJ Armstrong.
BJ Armstrong, like these niggas. Don't get me wrong. They help win championships.
Jerv,
but ain't nobody building an offense around them.
Jerv, you have to understand, protein is always going to be the star.
So I gave y'all the protein being Mike, and I'm saying the mac and cheese is Scotty.
Because when you think of turkey, nigga, mashed potatoes might be the motherfucking pick, depending on what you're pairing it with.
I ain't fucking with no mashed potatoes or no. Nah, I'm cool, bro. Mashed potatoes with mac and cheese? Nah, y'all niggas, y'all live foul. Y'all not living right. I know y'all live a great life, but Thanksgiving, y'all not living right.
Nah, we black on mac and cheese. We blacked on mac and cheese, calling Derek Fisher, but
that's fucking crazy, yo.
But
y'all super wild.
I don't want to spend. I know we sparingly have Amin for a little bit, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. But
my bad.
I was not the official coach, and y'all was not the official coach. Rena Wakama, who's the actual national head coach of the Nigerian women's team, coached Nigeria. Mm-hmm. And then on the Ghana side, Pops Bonsu, Pops played in the league. He played at George Washington, legend in his rightful So and Ghana had been dominating this matchup the past 5 years. You know, what I mean, Nigeria only won once. So I came in as the new person on the scene. You know, I've been going to the game with spectator.
Hey, Trey came in with his 23 and me. Talk about
100%. 100%.
Oh my God.
So I'm in there like, hey, you know, like I told TJ, I reached out to TJ. I said, yo, I want to be on the bench. I want to coach. They got a million players. So I didn't even stand on the bench. I mean, I'm coaching from like the sideline, like at the end. Like, you know how like the medical person is on the end of the bench and like standing there. I'm right there kind of like, yo, why there's no shot clock? Why y'all playing so fast? Like I would go in the huddle here and there and just pop back out, right? Y'all actually was sitting on the bench. And my guy, Akene Abikwe, who played at Maryland, flew out and he played. This is his first time experiencing it out in New York. He didn't know what he was getting himself into. He thought it was like a charity game. The first start of the game, they're doing the fucking intros. And one of the dudes from Ghana was like, we smoking on the Nigerian pack tonight. And niggas is like, what? Oh, yeah, it's up. It's up. It is up. This went from, hey, to, all right. And every time there was a basket, you know how New York basketball gets, and then you add Africans to the mix. Nigga, flags was going, motherfucker. And then they was treating it like everybody's hugging the sideline, bro. We played at Post Brooklyn, which is like a custom warehouse that's not technically a gym, but like a gym. Right. And I could just see TJ just hyped. TJ got his fit on. He's just every time they score a bucket, every time they miss a bucket, he's like Steve Ballmer in this point because he's the general manager of this team, right? So I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, we gotta slow down. We're taking shots. We're not getting to the line. Like, but I also don't want to step on her toes because she's manning the huddle. Like she's coaching shit, right? But I'm like kind of like on the side, like pulling guys aside, like, yo. Amen. We gotta figure this thing out, right? And it was like maybe 5 lead changes. Running clock. I mean, it was so physical, no calls, very New York environment. 26-26 at halftime. Running clock. Right? Plus the hose was there. Hey, plus the hose
was there.
And you know, everybody want to be the man when the hose is there. So it's on 10. It's on 10. Niggas doing behind the back, you know, doing shit they ain't never did, getting out of character. So the turnovers is high. So we get there, we come back out. They had a performance that killed the momentum.
Oh man,
that shit was like 35 minutes.
The halftime show was serious, yeah. That halftime show was serious.
So you at the game, like, bro, like I'm telling guys, like stretch, jump around, do what you need to do, like, you know, and it just became a heavyweight fight till we got to the fourth quarter. We're up by 5. We get to the end. I'm telling them, foul on the catch. Don't give them a look. Because, like, for one, it's not the NBA. We don't have a crazy statistician or clock person that's going to stop time on when it's time. Yeah. Like, we're going to lose some seconds on this. Well, you know what? They don't listen. They knock down the 3, I mean.
Damn.
So it's a 1-point game. We get a violation. They get the ball back, I mean.
No way.
No, this what happened. We throw the ball in, the intentional foul. So we're in the penalty. So the first guy, I'm like, look, bro, I don't care if you make or miss either one of these. We're in the bonus. We get 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, make the first. He misses the first. So now I'm like telling Akene, because I'm like, yo, Akene's 6'10". I'm like, yo,
yeah.
Let the ball fall. Game's over.
Yeah.
The guy gets to the line. I'm like, miss the second. He throws the ball at the rim, I mean. Violation.
Because he doesn't touch the rim. It just hits the backboard.
He took off before the fucking ball hit the.
Oh, not even.
Oh man.
Like,
you don't have. But you don't have to. You don't have to recover the ball. You just gotta miss. Why was he?
Somebody said he was thirsty.
So the crowd, listen. This is how much Nigeria ain't won. Niggas turning. They can't even look at the game. Niggas, the Ghana been dominating for so long, bro, that they like, oh, here we go again. We about to lose again this year, bruh. They get the ball at half court. They get a good look, but they miss. We win. Storm the court. I'm like, it should not have been this stressful because we were in control majority of the game.
Yeah.
And obviously, in proper fashion, they start making it rain with the dollars. Again, I'm new here. I ain't got my fit. I ain't got nothing going on. I did have a rice. Also, Nigeria won the actual jollof rice competition because the fans voted. So,
oh wow,
the Nigerian spot out in Harlem won. And it was actually, I tried all of them. I really would honestly, because again, I've been trying them since I've been going to the game. Actual American dollars, which is say Ghana dollars is hilarious. But I thought they both were good. But like I had posted on Twitter and I was getting attacked by everybody because, Senegal chimed in and, they were like, we got the best rice. And what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, damn, bro. You know what I mean? So
yeah, man. No,
I want to talk to
sensitive.
TJ about making it into a tournament where we get more countries involved. I know obviously Nigeria and Ghana, but like now that it's the rice, everybody got to get a shot because not only me being greedy, I just want to try it for one, but then also if there's a tournament, now you make it a bigger deal. Maybe you televise it because they had some great sponsors. They had Jordan Brand and BT and
Trey about to Frank White this thing.
No, not even.
He about to Frank White the joint.
Not
Frank
even.
Lucas.
I just told niggas that I needed to be on the bench. I need a guaranteed seat next year. Like, so we can really dominate.
And you and what's your percentage again, Trey? From where
I actually got it here, baby. I got it here.
I felt like you might have that handy right now.
I showed it in my group chat, and they was like, "Nigga, you ain't African, nigga. You from South Central." And I was like, "Oh." Sub-Saharan 84.9%. West African, I'm 75.3%. Nigerian, I'm 42.3%. Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean, I'm 14.9%. And then everything else kind of figures out, you know what I mean, from there. But
so could you possibly embed this situation? You know how he played with Team USA, and then next year he could. Okay,
I wish I would have knew this when I was actually hooping though, because I could have went to the national team and played over there and made some money. Dual citizenship.
Dual citizenship.
I'm looking at this. I'm looking at TJ's shit right now. It's the space is kind of wild.
Yeah, right. It was intense though. It was like
this shit is real, man.
Because Akene was like, bro, he ain't played in a game like that in a while, so like he didn't really know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? And he had some crazy dunks. That nigga 39 doing that shit. I said, nigga, they better be lucky that they got you athletic still, nigga, because next year you're gonna be 40 and you might not be able to do your thing. You're gonna be Bron on the Lakers, nigga. Not saying that Bron not doing his thing, but you know what I mean. Like Bron looking a little, them Jets looking a little, you know what I mean? They take it off how they want to take off. But if you got a chance, you got to pull up, man. It's a great environment. Food, they got the liquor, you know what I'm saying? They got the ladies. Larry O'Brien even pulled up, bro. You got to take a picture with the trophy, the actual trophy, bro.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, that's fire.
TJ called him Ola Larry O'Brien.
Somebody said I am what I am. Percentage don't matter shit. So damn. Somebody just TI'd my fucking Nigerian. Sir, you're American. Cut it out. All right. My bad, bro. My bad.
Yeah, this nigga said
shit on your whole flow.
Nigga try to that's the first time I've ever seen that. Nigga try to go back to Africa and then send his ass back.
You sir are nuts. You are nuts. You are not a Nigerian. No. I was in Houston, bro, and I told niggas I was Nigerian right during McDonald's All American. I met some real major players in the game. Nigga said, "Are you just claiming it to be lit?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I didn't know that was a thing."
Yeah.
Yes,
I did not
you
know
are
that was a
claiming it to
thing.
be lit.
Are you claiming it to be lit? I was like, no, I'm trying to learn my roots, bro. So let me know. But I want to take a trip over there. I really want to lock in. And really get
I
truly
should take
invested.
one of those tests.
You'd be shocked what would come back though. Obviously.
Yeah.
That's cool. But yeah, no, that was a fun experience. Dog. Let me start with let me transition into me apologizing to Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes. I've been a Colorado hater for the past 2 seasons since Coach Prime has joined the sideline. I had no faith in them winning more than 4 games. Both
None.
seasons. I was right the first season, but whenever you start a new program, it takes time. And I should have gave, you know what I mean? I should have gave Prime time, no pun, to turn the program around.
I get you.
To do what he needed to do. And now, not only has he made the bowl, he's going to be in the bowl, but they're also ranked, and he qualifies for his bonus. He gets $100K every win from here on out. And also just like they belong. You know what I mean? I'm interested to see what he does after his son gets ready to go to the draft. But he proved that, you know, he can do it in a bigger conference and that those boys are legit. Now, do I think that the individuals are bad? Absolutely not. Shador is going to be an NFL player. Travis Hunter is going to be an NFL player. Dion might fuck around and be an NFL coach. But yeah, I owe them an apology. They did their thing. And yeah, that was it, bro. So shout outs to Colorado. I'm not gonna be jumping on no bandwagons, but great year. You know, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
My question. I was wondering if you know, maybe bowl season, hey, they might even make the playoffs. I don't know. I ain't really been paying too much attention on what the percentages are, but you know, I just wanted to make sure that you weren't gonna, you know, pop out with, you know, like a Colorado hat or something, you know, talking about, oh, yo, you know, I've always loved Dion. I was just late to the, you know, okay, I'm just making sure, bro.
No, I've never done that. I've never done that. The thing is, I will sync with my team, good or bad. You know, I was a Bulls fan. Listen, niggas still stink to this day. And now that I'm an Orlando Magic fan, I feel like I brought a curse to them niggas because they was hooping. And now Paulo hurt. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you see, win or lose. I had to get my angles right. Win or lose, I'm still repping my boys. And, you know, the Rams also down this year.
Bro, you don't get credit for being a Yankees fan and saying, "Oh well, we you know, getting credit because they just lost and you sticking by the team." Because like a Yankees fan is the most obnoxious fan base.
Jerv, I'm not an obnoxious fan. I couldn't even say the fucking word. Obnoxious fan. We haven't been to the World Series since 2009, so it ain't like we just been popping champagne for a long time, bro. That was 15 years, nigga. So at the end of the day, shouts to champagne. But also in a standpoint of like, nigga, we still lost, nigga. So it ain't like I'm taking a victory lap or it's convenient, nigga. I was wearing my shit regardless, nigga, when the season in and when it not. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think that's the thing. And no, niggas thought I was gonna jump ship and say, Dodgers, nigga. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what niggas thought I was gonna do on some DeMar shit. Like, oh, nigga, convenient. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I wasn't gonna do that, bro. I still roll with my team, so respect me on that one, bro.
You got it. No disrespect, my good brother.
On the other end, Amin, you are taking a victory lap.
Hell yeah, nigga, that shit was great because as all week long I was talking shit. I was like, you know, they were like the spread is 11. You think Georgia Tech is a cover? I'm like, cover? They're about to win this game. I was supposed to go to the game. It's the same weekend as this wedding that I'm at right now. But up until like 4 weeks ago, I was like, yeah, I'm going to homecoming. I'm gonna go watch Georgia Tech Miami.
Oh, that was homecoming.
Oh, such homecoming, bro.
Oh, nice.
Crazy. So I'm on the show this last week, and we talk about it. I keep saying, man, like, look, this is the best part. This for me, like 99% of my sports consumption is work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care who wins and who loses. I'm just doing my job, right? But every once in a while, there's places where I'm like, I can allow myself to get excited and be a stupid fan. And it's the best feeling in the world because I'm like,
Nigga called y'all stupid.
no, I'm telling you for real. It is the best feeling in the world because I sat there and they're trying to explain to me, yo, you don't understand. Miami got the best offense and this nigga, this, da, da, da. And I'm like, we just go kick your ass. Like, I don't want nuance. I don't want analysis. I'm just talking shit.
Yeah.
And so to talk shit in the face of analysis and then watch your team successfully back up your shit talk, there's nothing like it. Like, all this, they're going to run a 6-4 pattern. And I'm like, nobody gives a fuck, man. For real. It's a great place to be. To be a fan is a great place to be. That's why I'm confused by how many people are like, well, actually, according to the collective bargaining, like, why do you waste your time on any of this shit? Just be a happy fan, man.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: as probably the only one that would consider themselves like the fan base that you feel like you tapped into, because Trey's a little bit cooler of a fan, than probably he would, how I probably would act.
I just don't take it. I don't take it home.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But Amin took it home with him with this particular one. So do you have, like a different outlook on individuals like myself, right? That like love a certain team and,
No, because had they lost, I would have been like, that's a dumb sport. Like, this is what I do. I don't know if y'all noticed, this is my go-to every time my team loses. It's a dumb sport.
I don't even care.
I don't even care because I'm not fucking.
It's a good out.
Waiver wires and so-and-so's available. And they should get him. He was the backup to the back. I'm like, my life ain't got time to worry about shit like that.
It's cool, but it's not because it sounds stressful. I always think about any given Sunday when the nigga had the heart attack and shit, and he was like just way too invested. But I just look at it like I like it though. I like when people are into it and stuff like that. But again, being on the side of covering the sport took that away from me, like to actual cheer. You know what I'm saying? So when you're not associated with a sport, it's easier to be like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Because nobody's looking at Amin as a fucking college football expert. He gets to show up, show up, cheer for his alma mater. But also, if they lose, he'd be like, nigga, we a basketball school. Yeah. Nigga, we did it. You know what I mean? Like, you can let it go.
So many other pivots, yeah. So, by the way, I want to address real quick. Mike Weisberg in the chat's asking, did I get the wedding invite late? No. I got the wedding invite months and months ago, and I knew when homecoming was months and months ago. I just never put two and two together that was the same weekend. Because someone could tell, hey, I'm getting married March 31st. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not going to remember that shit until like
2 weeks out.
Late in the game, yeah. Pretty much.
Yo, this nigga Amin will not turn down a wedding. That shit is great. That nigga's a professional wedding goer, nigga. And he open bar, he fucking with it, bro. I love him.
Give me an open bar and a good DJ, I will turn that shit out for you.
And the fact that I seen this nigga on Instagram in the pool watching the game was fucking hilarious, dog. Nigga was so locked in. I didn't know if it was Miami or Vegas. A swim up bar is fucking crazy. I've never done that. I feel like
you never done a swim up bar?
Nah.
Oh man, that's a good time.
You know what's crazy? I'm too cool, bro. I ain't not like it's a bad thing, but I need to live life. That's all. I feel like a lot of people live life and I don't. I'm just an automatic no on so much shit that it's kind of robbed me from a lot of shit that I'm kind of.
You like a swim up bar though, because it's actually cooler than you probably think it is.
But I'm just also not a swim nigga. Like I know how to swim, but I'm not also like a nigga like, oh, it's a pool. I'm gonna be in the pool all day. I had a pool.
Yeah, but the swim up bar is always in the shallow end, so like you can even just walk there.
You can walk in there.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying, hear me out. I had a pool and I didn't use it. You know what I'm saying? Like in Arizona, I had a pool. I never used it. Like I'm the type of nigga that just be like, that shit corny. Like, you know, a nigga be like, "Oh, you got a rooftop? I'm about to go up there and chill." I just don't use it, bro. Like, I need to get out of like my comfort zone and do shit. You know how niggas be like, "Oh, it's snowing outside, nigga. We about to snowball fight, or we about to go on the boogie."
Oh,
I don't do that.
I thought you meant something else. I was like,
No. But like, I just
Dr.
don't.
Umar about to show up like,
I really just don't be doing shit, bro.
we
So, like,
must stay locked in.
yo, who is this guy? Whose last name first? You new here? I don't know.
Oh wow, I just saw that.
You don't get the show.
Yeah,
It's not.
This new epidemic of middle class guys dropping ends on the stream. Hey, nigga, it might be new for you. It might be new for you.
This is the show, brother. Sorry.
This is the show, and it's been the show for 8 years.
6 years. 6 years, bro. Like, I don't know, bro, but it's cool. Anywho, yeah, bro. But yeah, I think it ain't too late. Obviously, at 39, staring 40 at the face, I still can do shit. But damn, Bomm has been 8 years now. That's crazy.
8 years, 2016, bro.
2016, brother.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dang. Whew.
Shit, this fucking show should be in 3rd grade at this point.
A 3rd grader, bro.
Yeah, man. We're talking about what is this new thing?
Yeah. But I will say that yeah, bro, we've been
hey, put no card. He said, "Man, really moved next to the school and complained about kids making noise."
Hey, you know what's crazy? That shit almost happened to me. It almost happened to me in New York when I was looking for an apartment. I was like, "Hey, is this gonna be a good spot to fucking podcast?" And he was like, "Probably not. This is school right here." And I was like, "Oh." No, I'm like, they gonna be loud at recess, and I'm gonna be mad.
It's all the time. All you hear that constant yelling.
Yo, I'll be hot. Like,
your kids be the worst too.
Fuck a recess, dismissal. You wouldn't stand a chance.
Could you imagine living next to that shit, bro? I'd be fucking sick. Like, nah, man, y'all niggas doing too much. And I already got to a point where I'm turned into that old dude where you see something you like, nope. I wouldn't do that. I've gotten to that age now where I'm looking at it and I really be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we not offended at all. Last name first.
Not at all.
How the show go, bro?
I was more offended that you called me middle class, nigga. I'm upper class. I worked hard.
Called you broke, nigga. Broke ass podcaster. Nigga finally exhausted. He broke. He doing this shit because he need the money, nigga.
There was a dude on Cinephobe who called us permanent rent. Like, we made like some joke about in Suburban Commando. They show the screen and like dude's got a mortgage for like $40,000 or something. So we made some joke about home equity or whatever. And this dude was so upset. He's like, "That's not how it works." And he called us permanent renters. I was like, what?
Hey, the funny thing about Bomm is for the people. Like, a lot of people think like, yo, Bomm make money. Bomm is like, yo, we really like y'all. We really fuck with y'all every week. This is like really a phone call to the homies and we catching up, but we really like y'all. Like, we wake up and do this shit for the love. This for the love of the game. For the love of the game. This is the part where you think about like, all right, if we really was thirsty, we would have been sold out. We would have sold out. This pod would have sold out already. This one for the love of the game, for the true people that really like.
I'd sell out.
Of course, Jerv. Of course, Jerv.
I'd sell out.
But no, when people think about it, I always joke about that. Like, I obviously I didn't realize that it was like 8 years, but when we first got on, it was under the ESPN Hub, and we were like, cool, we didn't know what this was and what we was gonna do. And then it kept going to a point of like, all right, we're gonna keep doing this. And we've had many people. Like, the fact that it's just me and Amin left, and then Jerv, you joined what? When did you join Jerv? 20 what? 19?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
2019,
1918, like, something like that.
Oh, crazy.
No, 18, because it was Haven was born.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like just thinking about that, bro. Like
I think
That one
19.
day we're gonna have to do like Bomm trivia.
oh,
Like,
for sure. For sure.
how many people you think know that Sean Little used to be our producer? Think about that shit, man.
Like, yeah.
That's some funny shit when I think about it. When I see that thing on these MSG commercials, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I used to produce my podcast, man.
To produce my pod. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But like
My
we've
dude,
had
Sean.
so many different people. We've had Mariano, we've had fucking Jason, Juju, we had
Yeah.
obviously Jerv, we had who else was here? Like
Wise.
Was,
yeah.
we had B,
Yeah,
B,
beef a
that's
little
right.
bit. Yeah,
we had Naima
Yep.
as a female correspondent,
Naima, yeah.
yeah.
Kev the barber. Like
Kev the barber used to do it while he was cutting hair.
hair.
Oh my god! Oh, you hear?
like I think that's the beauty of Bomm because it's like Miko Grimes, dog.
Miko Grimes, dog. They're like people it'll blow people's mind. That's how many people have come through this podcast.
Yo, like you gotta understand, like, bro. We've obviously had many people. Justin Tinsley check in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, we've had, obviously Glasses Below is probably our wildest guest besides Miko.
Oh, for sure.
Like he's Chase is the homie. He's resident. Like he represents the South.
We had Mark come on to defend his nut ass mac and cheese
we've had
comment.
Jamel Hill. Like we've had like so
Carrie
many.
Champion, Steven Jackson.
The
first time Steven Jackson told the story on wax of getting shot at.
I'd be pissed if my barber was cutting my hair.
Yes.
That was with us. That was on our podcast.
Chris Childs.
Chris Childs tells us about how fucking hitting Kobe. And
hitting Kobe, bro.
Because he did that before Kobe. He told the story before Kobe passed away.
Yeah.
So that was one of those ones where, man, I wish
we still had that IP.
Yeah, man.
That'd be the greatest.
That would go crazy viral.
That'd be the craziest IP ever, bro. Like that was wild, bro. Because we was just sitting there, and that's the great thing. He told that shit 2016. Wait, that was my guess.
Yeah.
That's how I first got. I brought him and Steven Jackson through. Like, bro, I don't think
I had hair.
Yeah, I did too. I had hair. Oh, yeah.
My Instagram targeted ads now has just turned into like all this hair shit. That's like you don't need to go to Turkey, because for a while it was just Turkey. I'm like, I need to go to Turkey. Now it's a bunch of shit like, nigga, you don't need to go to Turkey. Just buy this wand and comb your hair with it like 3 times a day. Use this serum, and here's the my dumb ass is like, yeah, I'm like, real. Let me see how much.
Absolutely not, Mike. ESPN was not giving that up at all.
I definitely thought.
Only thing we kept was a name.
Yeah, they wouldn't even let us. They wouldn't even let us talk sports, man.
Yeah. No, they was not rocking with it. Shouts to y'all, rocking with us because, like, man, that it's definitely been some interesting times in the podcast space. I remember a lot of podcasts didn't exist, and we was just like, obviously, just doing the shit over Skype. We had Jade reading lyrics, raunchy ass lyrics, which was a great time.
Jay got a kick out of me laughing, so he tried to make me laugh.
Yeah, bro. That was some crazy times, bro. We was under podcast Spotlight Ventures. You know what I'm saying? We was under different things, bro. Like really thinking about that shit. I'm really like bugged out about that. I want to talk about just a transition out of it, but yeah. Oh, shouts to M, yeah, the second M. Do y'all know? We'll tell y'all the backstory about the second M, right? So when we moved the show to Monday, and Amin gave us a second M for motherfucker.
Hold on. It started on Monday.
Yeah, it did start on Monday, so it went back to Monday again.
They didn't want and this is the crazy. When we were first at ESPN, right? When it was True Hoop, and every day had its own thing, and so Bomm was on Mondays. We were on Mondays because nobody wanted to do Monday. They complained. They said Monday is a bad day, whatever. They wanted it to. Windhurst got Tuesday, and Ethan was Wednesday, and Tom was Thursday, and then Friday was mailbag. We start doing Monday. our numbers were the best. And what did they try to? Windhorst was like, well, I need to do Monday. I was like, fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You can't give me the scraps, and then when I make the scraps into a meal, want to take it. Now you want to take it. I was like, hell no, man. So we did Mondays, and we stuck with Mondays, and then I can't remember what it was that made us move to Sundays. Was it Sundays?
Maury. We moved it for Maury. Maury had his working schedule, and he couldn't come on the pod, so we had moved it, and then he ended up not going on. He ended up not doing the pod. So it got to a point where it was like, fuck it. Well, we just gonna make it on this day. And then obviously everybody's schedules was like just getting weird.
Yeah.
That's funny. Somebody said they still tap in with Brian.
Brian Sussman?
Sussman? Oh my God.
Don't let Gigi, don't let Zach hear that shit.
Oh my God. Please. I hope not. I hope that
gonna come kill you, man.
Yo. Do y'all remember when Wendy would not call me he would not call me Black Trey?
I mean, I could understand the hesitation on calling you Black Trey. I can understand there being some slight hesitation with that. No?
Nah. It was because I was a character on the show, bro. I was just a character.
No, I get it.
It was a character, bro. Because like I remember Rachel Nichols was calling me Black Trey. Like that shit was like, get with the times, brother. But yeah, nah, it was cool. It was definitely a fun time during that time because I didn't know what the hell I was getting into. But yeah, man. I wanted to bring up the legacy of Quincy Jones. Did y'all ever see that doc? Or did we watch that doc? I think we got a Bomm episode about it.
Did. Yeah. Way back when.
That dude, man, 80 years of legendary shit. And then obviously he said he started off with Ray Charles when he was 12.
Yeah, man.
In Seattle.
Yeah, man. That's crazy.
So, yeah, it's nuts. That's a sick first start. Ray Charles was 14, he was 12.
He said Ray Charles taught him how to read music. I was like,
all right, get it off. Get it off. Also, the crazy thing about it too was that that nigga I went back after he passed. I went back and read his Vulture magazine. He was snitching. Boy. That shit was great. Though.
But it's not snitching. It's like at that point, you're just an old man.
Yeah, you're just an old man telling your stories to make sure they live. But the shit was so crazy.
The shit he said about Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, when he called him Obama, like a country with the loafers.
Not just that, it was funny, but he said Michael Jackson stole all this shit, man. He stole mad shit.
I believe it, man. That shit was great, man.
Don't y'all put that on Mike.
Rest in peace, man. To the legend, bro. He was one of one. That man played a lot. If you haven't seen it, go watch Quincy on Netflix. Go watch The Black Godfather, Clarence Avant. Those are two of the best documentaries in history that you'll know. Also, rest in peace to Prince's sister. She passed on a couple of days ago. She was over his estate, so that will be an interesting thing of who gets the next thing. I know Netflix has a documentary that was supposed to come out about Prince's life, but it has been held up by the estate. So,
you know who's making the documentary, right?
Who?
Ezra Edelman, the guy who did the OJ doc.
Okay, so maybe it's
coming. Correct. Yeah.
I actually had lunch with Pablo not too long ago, and Pablo was telling me a little bit about how Prince was checking forums every night from like Prince.com, like the fan blog, and he would see people saying like, "Do he still got it? And is he washed and shit?" And he would check it chronically online every night.
Damn.
So, but it's supposed to be in that doc. Because I guess
that's crazy.
Yeah, so I definitely want to see that. Yes, rest in peace to Candyman. Nigga should have kept his name out of mouth. Tony Todd, man, that nigga was on screen for 15 minutes and played a legendary character, nigga. You know how I like.
Can I ask y'all a question? Because I know my answer. Did y'all ever say the name 3 times in y'all mirror?
Yeah, I did. I was a little jerk.
I
ain't scared of no shit like that, bro. I ain't scared. Nigga, I'm the nigga who told Ace Green he ain't get no pussy, bro. So you think I'm not gonna say Candyman in the mirror 3 times, nigga?
You still owe that man an apology.
I do. I do.
Every
I
time
mean,
I see him, that's the first thing I think of.
set it up, bro. Set it up. Just set it up, bro. We apologize on Bomm or something on live stream. I will.
No, fuck that. You owe that man a face-to-face apology, nigga. You ain't getting no podcast apology off. He can come on after, but you owe that man. He can come to your crib, but no, that's weird.
Yeah, man. I mean, I know, bro. But man, it's definitely a thing. Lastly, we had election going on, and obviously this affects a lot of people. We don't know what's going to happen, but the orange man is back in office. We're not a political podcast, but we do know right from wrong. We do understand that it's very taboo to say who you voted for and different things. But
why is it taboo, man?
I mean, because it just got to a point. I mean, you know, us growing up, we never used to be like, yo, I'm voting for this person or da da da, like, or actually posting back. Like, social media made it so crazy. I seen some shit where niggas was posting their ballots on their story. And I'm like,
you're not supposed to do that.
And I'm like, nigga, you know, first of all, this your shit not
I thought that's illegal.
It is illegal, nigga.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it was like also on some shit like, all right, you felt kind of helpless if you voted for whoever it was and you was on the losing end if your state if she actually won that state. You know what I mean? Like New York was clearly niggas won. Like, all right. But now we looking at other states like, all right, nigga, that's how y'all really feel? And I had this good conversation with Bomani, and he was like, the one thing about elections is the audience is never wrong. They know who they want. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
It's like I try to explain to someone, like, it's a popularity contest, man. Like, it don't matter how awful the person is. Like, if more people like that person, it's gonna happen. And
it's gonna happen.
There's no metric. The dude won he won electoral college, which I know is kind of funky and designed to keep certain people in power, but he won the popular vote too. Dog, he flipped.
He smashed the popular vote.
Blue counties. I'm not even talking about states. You look at counties that are always voting blue, flip them red, man. Like, I'm not here to say I'm glad he won, but I'm just saying, like, fuck, man, what like somebody all are finding out, oh, America is a place that would rather have like a racist old white man be president than a black woman. Yeah, man, no shit.
Yeah, it wasn't like a shock to that point. You know what I mean? Because like, even if you say, okay, all right, even they did the fucking, you know how like they did the MVP votings of votes. You know how they like, oh, I was a first place voter and I voted LeBron to be an MVP. Yeah. When they put them racist shit out, nigga, that shit did nothing but divide, nigga. It was like, well, now we skipping Cinco de Mayo. Like, nigga, please. I like Cinco de Mayo and I like everybody else. At the end of the day, if you think that's your president, bet, do your thing, bro. At the end, like, you know what I mean? A lot of people just was not bought in. And I felt like in certain scenarios, like, she did a good job as far as what she could do with the time that she had, but they should have probably orchestrated a plan with Joe Biden, knowing that his health was kind of derailing a year early, and then also her not going on like, in order to win people over, you have to address the people. You can't just be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas was saying she should have went on Joe Rogan. I'm not saying you ain't got to like Joe Rogan, but you could pander.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think any of that shit matters.
Yeah, they just didn't want a woman running
them,
shit.
Them niggas were not going to vote for a woman, man. A black woman?
There's black woman at that.
There's just like there's a part of it where I'm.
I don't think it would have been a white woman either, bro. Whoever, just no woman.
We tried that once. She lost also.
Like, yo, you saw Bill Burr on SNL. He said, "Ladies, you're 0-2 against this dude now." I'm gonna tell you
that shit's hilarious.
The one thing I'll say is, like, I saw someone say, "Oh, you can blame white men under age of 45." Like, no, not even that. Because I assumed that those people would vote for him. To me, the one that gets the same shit that happened last time, white women.
Yeah.
Why are y'all voting for him?
Yeah. Because that
white women.
That's a huge. That's a
that
huge
right there.
Portion.
If you flip it back the other way, whatever it was, red versus blue, inverse them, he doesn't win.
Nah, he don't win. He don't win.
They can talk about Latino males all they want. They're trying to find
Anybody but them.
other than it's white women.
They tried to blame us off top.
Black men or whatever. I'm like, look, here's the deal. Like white men, it's one of those things where like, how can I explain this the best way? When someone does something that is clearly in their kind of wheelhouse, I can't be surprised or point my finger at that. It's like when you bring up police brutality and people murdered by police, and they say, "What about Chicago? What about gangs in Chicago?" I'm like, look, I'm gonna tell you what. If I see a gang member in Chicago, I'm going to. This is their wheelhouse, is committing crimes. That's their wheelhouse, right? When I see a police officer on a surface level, your wheelhouse should be protecting me. That's what makes it so bad, is you're doing something that's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Criminals do crime. It's the other thing. So white men voting for a white man, I get it. That make me happy, but there's no part of me like I'm not doing that.
I can't believe it. We didn't. It's like flipping a state, bruh. If you happen to get the white vote, you flip the state, nigga. That's it. Yeah. Like you basically flip the election in that situation. But to release those results creates a tension and a blame game for us to like take each other out type shit. You feel me? I'm not about to be mad and be, I seen a tweet, nigga say, and black tacos better. Slow your roll, nigga.
That's crazy talk.
These niggas that put ketchup on their tacos, by the way. For saying shit like that.
Nigga, black tacos ain't nothing but a fucking chopped cheese, nigga. In a taco shell. So, definitely not doing all that. But yeah, though, like now we just kind of gotta buckle up and see what it is. I was curious. I went on this nigga site. He wild already. He said,
already.
First order of business. This nigga says that there's no longer any other identity outside of male or female. If you're born that way, that's what you're gonna do, and that's how it's gonna be. And then, bruh, he also said to this point that he announces full concealed carry reciprocity, like basically no matter what state you're in, you can carry a weapon, which is kind of wild.
They can't do that.
He says no matter what state you're in, if you got your concealed carry license, each state will still have to honor it. For example, you have a Florida concealed carry permit, California will have to honor it.
They can't do that. Like I'm not saying they can't do that. I'm saying like legally they can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know what he trying to do. But
what he can do is he can have his cronies, whoever, if someone's in charge of that state that has that, he can influence them to try to create something that can change that, but he can't just fucking do that. I'm
gonna be real with y'all. I don't think you guys noticed this shit the first time around, but like this nigga says a lot of shit.
Yeah, he does.
That has no chance of becoming real. Sometimes he does. Like so the whole.
I mean, I feel like they got all the shit, the houses and all the other shit across the board, though, bro.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, federal laws will not trump state laws in that way, right?
No pun.
They can't override or overrule certain things. So yeah, like Mike Weisberg says in the chat, executive actions are limited in scope and can be revoked. I mean, there's nothing. The biggest thing that he did was stack the Supreme Court. That's the shit that's like that we want to talk about the long lasting impact of Trump is having the Supreme Court be stacked in a way where when these cases come to them, they're voting or they're voting in this way, and as opposed to that other way.
Yeah, he was impeached.
Sure, tariffs. Okay, yeah, like see, Andy, you're right. He could institute tariffs. My guess is that shit ain't gonna last long, because the whole thing about tariffs, and we learned this in econ, is the first thing that tariffed countries do is retaliate. They retaliate with a tariff on your shit, right? That's number one. Number two, we buy a lot more shit from elsewhere than the other way around.
Yeah.
So like we could play this game of like, oh, we're not gonna let these. All right, Everyone's been bitching about prices went up. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. Up that tax soon as it pass customs and get to that border. I mean, get to that delivery spot. Niggas be pay the fee, big dog. You know what I'm saying?
The company's
Because
definitely
ultimately
not taking the L.
tariffs.
That nigga gonna eliminate middle class, bro. With that tariff shit.
It is what it is. Like, it's gonna like there's the shit that he's going to be able to do. I think is going to be should be so obviously disastrous, but I don't think anyone is going to adjust, right? Like, again, motherfuckers voted against their best interests. It's like, what are you gonna do? Are they even gonna notice?
Yeah, bro. I don't know. That shit get real tricky, man. But it's a little exhausting. But overall, you just gotta stay prayed up. You feel me? And keep living your life, dog. Make some good decisions. Save that bread. You know what I mean? Go to them walk-up pool bars.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Swim
saying?
Swim up.
I ain't walking nowhere.
Also, Hoop Sense is now live on Count the Dings. Shout out to John Gervais, our editor. Shout out to Music by Chase and Cash. Myself and Mike Zakarian host once a week. We're going to be back in the studio this week. We took last week off because of the voting stuff, but we'll be talking about your favorite team. Run that up, subscribe, rate, and review. I don't know what days because it's in studio, so I have to pick them days, but you will get it once a week. But just subscribe, rate, and review. You'll get it. It's not a podcast. It is a YouTube show. So you can only find it on YouTube, on the Count of Dings YouTube. And yeah, we're going to be talking about your team, and we're going to be giving some educational hot takes. We don't talk shit on our show. We positive. We
leave that to me.
We lift the teams up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
All right, that's gonna do it for our show today. Thanks again to Black Trey and Big Jerv. Thank you, everyone in the chat interacting. Thank you, listeners. Again, patreon.com/countthedings. Make sure you're locked in over there. Until next time, stay black, motherfuckers.